Next time on Dragon Ball Super. After an exciting win by Majin Buu, Gohan is up next against Universe 9's Lavender. His poison attacks cover the battlefield, blinding and weakening Gohan. What other tricks are up Lavender's sleeve? Get up and show your strength, Gohan! This is your fight! Gohan unleashes his endless potential. Be sure to subscribe to Summer 11 for more Dragon Ball Super fandom.
Hey guys, what's up? Summer11 here with my review of Dragon Ball Super episode 79. Now, I didn't want to clutter the preview with these thoughts, so I decided to put these thoughts into its own video. I added a little bit more to it, and I just turned it into a review. So, this episode is the whole fight with Majin Buu and Basil. And Basil is pretty much dominating Buu in this fight, but Buu is taking little to no damage, so it's just like, who's really winning here? You know, Basil's using all of these attacks, but Buu is barely hurt, so what are you even doing? And Basil, he ends up using his special technique that looks a lot like one of Sanji's techniques from One Piece. And I'm not caught up on One Piece, but I have seen this technique in one of the episodes that I was kind of like looking at on Toonami. Sanji used this technique on a wolf guy or something, or a werewolf or something. Similar technique, you know, just kind of igniting your leg on fire. And this technique is able to put a hole in Majin Buu, but of course Majin Buu is still fine. And I don't really like fights that appear to be one-sided. You know, it's like, it's cool at first, but Buu's really strong. You're not doing anything. So just like all these attacks from Basil, it kind of seemed pointless because you're just not doing anything. And I understand, like, they have to like push Buu to fight. They have to give him a reason or an incentive to fight. But this fight took up the entire episode, and it took about half of the episode for Buu to even be like pushed into fighting. So I wasn't the biggest fan of that. But I also like that they're taking their time. So I'm kind of like contradicting myself there, but so this attack by Basil, this technique where he sets his leg on fire, it actually causes Mr. Satan to get hurt, or Hercule. I prefer saying Hercule because Mr. Satan, that just sounds kind of awkward. Just imagine someone just walking in here. I'm just like, yeah, you know, Mr. Satan, that would be a weird situation. So Hercule, he gets hurt pretty much because like, I think it was like a shockwave or like an energy blast comes near them and kind of knocks him down or something. This causes Buu to get angry, and it also causes him to take the fight a lot more seriously. And as I said, this took about half of the episode, so it took a while, but it's all good. And I thought Hercule getting hurt was kind of a plot device. I mean, other people got blasted at, but I don't know. I kind of wish there was another way to make Buu fight, and I hope they have other creative ways to make Buu fight if they do have to continuously do this throughout the tournament. I just feel like, you know, giving Buu an incentive to fight, it kind of gets old after a while, because it's clear he enjoys fighting, and it's clear like he likes fighting and everything, but you gotta push him to fight, you know. You could tell kind of like throughout the episode he's starting to enjoy this more, you know, like, oh wow, this guy, you know, he's pretty strong, he's causing some damage and he's doing all this, so Buu can actually fight back. So Buu, he ends up deflecting a blast from Basil, which goes near the clown god from Universe 11 and his crew and all them. And the hooded individual blocks the attack, and it looks like he either absorbs it or makes it disappear. I'm not sure if that's important. That might be like his ability or something. So of course we'll probably see that later in the tournament. And this guy is revealed to be one of the people that was revealed in a magazine scan a while ago. His name is Topo. I watched one review of this. I watched Sawyer's review over this, and he said that this guy was the alien guy from the opening. But there's a page out there that kind of like compared the two. There's two cloaked individuals as far as we know, and I don't know if their entire team is going to be cloaked, but as far as we know, there are two cloaked individuals, and Topo was not the one that was shown a long time ago, because the one that was shown a long time ago is probably the alien guy, unless Toei Animation really changed up their designs for these characters. I'm pretty sure the one that was shown before was the alien guy, because you can see the white, either the white gloves or the white skin coming out of the uniform, which you cannot see with Toppo. With Toppo, everything's covered. You can kind of see his mustache, but that's about it. I thought it was weird how they're still making up rules for the tournament. Like, rules haven't really been established. Like, that's literally stupid. People could die because you don't have rules in your tournament. And Goku was kind of trying to tell Zeno, about the rules back on Earth and everything. So Basil, he gets knocked off the stage. And normally on Earth, that would mean, you're done. That's a ring out. And, that's it. And I personally don't like rules like that. Getting knocked out of the ring means you lost. I prefer the rule of, until someone gives up or is unable to fight, which is kind of what they had, but in my opinion, I feel like Buu defeated Basil at this point, and, Zeno's like, continue to fight or whatever. And these fights are, overall, they're based on Zeno's satisfaction, so if Zeno thinks you should continue to fight, you will continue to fight, or if you're unable to fight, you'll be cut, but So Basil, he decides to get some sort of berry from his Supreme Kai, which in classic Toriyama fashion gives him a new transformation. And by the way, the Universe 9 Supreme Kai, he was talking a lot in the episode. It seemed kind of odd how aggressive he was. I thought the God of Destruction from Universe 9 would be different, but he also made a few comments similar to Supreme Kai, maybe one or two comments. He seems a little bit more timid, a little bit more shy with the comments, but he also seemed a little aggressive. And I like how they're taking their time with this tournament, but when you think about how many characters are about to be introduced when the actual tournament starts, they may need to speed things up just a little bit. I'm not sure how long this arc will be. I love tournament arcs, and this is going to be a huge tournament, but just think about that. 10 characters on each team, 12 universes. It's a lot. Tournament arcs, I don't think they should last that long. I think a tournament arc should last maybe 20-something episodes. That's long enough. Really, that's super long for a tournament, but I hope this doesn't end up being like 50 or 60-something episodes. I know they changed the opening, but still, this is one. I'm normally against them doing something else during a tournament, like, I don't know, there being some overall villain introduced or something and the tournament has to stop, but they might have to do this in Dragon Ball Super. There's just too much to cover, but who knows? I've said that before about Dragon Ball Super, and they kind of proved me wrong introducing all these characters and stuff. But my point was, like, they're not going to go to all the universes, which I still think is not going to happen. So Majin Buu, he ends up winning the fight. It looks like he used the Kamehameha to win the fight. I'm not sure, but that's what it seemed like. Gohan is up next against Lavender, who is out to kill him. You can hear more of my thoughts on the preview in our English dub preview, which is the last video. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like my content and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. The links are below. I'm Surma11. See you next time, and peace out.